me tell you a story about a man named John, a redneck Texan trying to get his homebrew on. And then one day he was rapping about his brew and got the idea to share his thoughts with you. Brewing, that is, liquid gold, hot tea. Well, next thing you know, old Brew Crazy is on. Just John and his partner, the brains of Captain Ron. Just when you think that he's gonna take a breath, he then starts a yapping about his cause of death. All grain, that is, 21%, high gravity.
Alright, I have this plastic bucket that I had gotten just from a kitchen supply store here locally. I put one of the through fittings that a friend of mine had that he got from a homebrew supply store, so next time I order I will replace it. And inside for my false bottom I have a piece of hose that I went to the hardware store, took the valve up there and found a piece of hose that fit perfectly inside of it. And I cut it elongated along the bottom so that there's a long opening on the bottom. And then I wrapped a kitchen scrubber. You can get them in stainless, brass, or copper. This is a copper kitchen scrubber. It's all I could find. It's like 90 cents at the hardware store. Alright, the hose goes from the hot liquor tank around to my marsh pump, which is a magnetic pump. And then it goes from there through the coiling hose up, down, and into a copper work chiller, a stainless work chiller, which I happen to have. And I have that sitting in a turkey fryer. And I can control the temperature of the turkey fryer up to 400 degrees. And right here is the return line. And this is one of the clips you get from your homebrew supply place for your racking cane. It clips on your carboy. Well, I am going to use that and clip it right here on my bucket, although I will lower the hose into it so that it is actually below the surface level of the wort when I start recirculating. Alright, so now it's off to measure the grain. And this is my contraption, my redneck rims. Alright, pump is operating. I've got my coil sitting in my fish fryer, and it is on. The water's getting pretty hot, and as you can see, it's coming out, circulating back into it. Not doing a small batch, so I'm heating up my strike water. Alright, let's watch the temperature climb. Not a very fancy setup. This is just to stepping in the herms. Got my turkey fryer, got the coil in it, got my wort pump off eBay, got this container in the store, drill the hole, got the valve in it, got her done. Got her done. Oh yeah, this is Christmas Day, and this is what the Queen bought me. Got my man. I need to get a refill. Get her done. All right, 152 now. Settled out. Let me kick on this and try and hold it at that temp. Alright, the Queen got me some cool glasses. Hey, check this out. This is You're done. And I am drinking a beautiful clear glass of Belgian bugbeer. Alright, the sparge is taking place. When I was heating up, I went ahead and I draped the towel over all my hoses and everything to try and help it build up heat quicker. And I heated it up to 170 degrees to mash out a little bit high. What I had done was I heated up some water on the stove to 170, about 72 degrees, 73. And then I took a ladle and I put it right at the surface. And I poured it in the ladle so that it would dispense the water across the surface, so that now I've got a bed of hot water on top. And I am doing my sparge. I pinched down the valve so that it's going, coming up pretty slow. And I went ahead and I kept my chicken fryer on so that it is heating the water up as it comes out. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a real slow trickle. That is how slow I am sparging, which is actually faster than I normally sparge. I decided to go into this 1 gallon container, and I'm going to measure the amount of liquid, and I'm going to go ahead and go until I have what I want to put into my brew kettle right here. And then I put it on the stove, heat her up to a boil, and add my hops. Get her done. Alright, this is what I used for the false bottom bazooka tube screen. I just had a small piece of hose, went to the hardware store and put the valve in it, sit inside of it, got me a sink, you can see it or not, a sink scrubber, kitchen scrubber, and I cut, you see I cut it on an angle, and it's curved, this naturally comes out curved from the hardware store, so curved so that it's a long bottom for it to suck into, and it worked. Getting dizzy. I can't see. Captain Ron, where you at? There's Captain Ron going, man, I love the smell of that work. Yeah, we brewing beer, buddy. Brewing beer. Yeah, let's brew the beer. Beer. Brewing beer. Brewing beer. Yeah, brewing beer. Brewing beer. Say beer. 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 Say beer, you get excited. Beer, beer. Silly pup. Got the hops in the bowl. I got roughly 3 minutes left on my last 5-minute hops. And I'm going to put it over. I'm going to take the pot from over there, put it in the sink over there, hook up my chiller to the faucet with my well water, chill it down. And I'm not going to go in a carboy. I'm just going to go into a bucket with it. And I will stick it in my refrigerator. And I'll do the Jamil thing. I'm going to do just primary only. And then I'm going to go straight to bottles with carbonation drops. Be a little bit higher carbonation than English Pale Ale calls for. But actually, the recipe was an English Pale Ale, and I used American hops. So I like the bittering level of an English Pale Ale, but I like the flavor of American hops. So what would it be? An American English Pale Ale. Alright. To the brew pot. Alright, I put the chiller in the work. And my digital thermometer. Let me kick it on. Alright, new system. I guess I'm a little bit low on my final work. So I'm probably going to have a lot bigger beer than I thought. I hope I got enough hops in there to compensate. Now, sanitized. This is what I used as my mash lauter tun. Went ahead and sanitized it, and with iodophor, as soon as I got sanitized, I sealed up the valve with plastic because I know it's good and clean. Got my beer in here to cool down, and I will pitch my yeast once I put it in its ice bath, and it is at the proper temperature. Have a sanitized lid also. No bubbler. Old-fashioned way. It'll work. Alright, I've chilled it down, pitched my yeast, have it in my refrigerator, which will be controlled at the proper temperature, and I have the spigot, which I had sanitized with iodophor, all sealed up, so that once fermentation is done, I will go straight to bottles with carbonation nuggets.
Now it's time to say goodbye to John and Captain Ron, and they would like to thank you folks for kindly listening on. You're all invited back again to this locality to have a heap and helping of some more of Brew Crazy. Homebrew, that is. Sip a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now, here.